Okay, today's Christmas, and I'm gonna give you a present. Now, this will apply to some people and not to others. Anyway, I know a lot of people are having difficulty in life, and they feel like they're just running on this endless treadmill and can't get ahead, right? So, I'm gonna tell you something, and if you're not doing this, it can change everything. If you're already doing this, sorry. If you're not doing this, it can really change everything in your life. And what it is stop doing things that have only one purpose and start doing things that have multiple purposes. Let me give you an example. So, say someone wants to get in better shape. They want to start doing some exercise. Sort of the typical thing to do is start paying for a gym membership and then get in your car and sit in your car wasting your time, because sitting in your car is just a waste of time. And then drive to the place, using up some gas, and then you get to the gym, and then you get to do your exercise, and you get to do the thing that you're trying to do. And then you do your exercise, and then you leave and sit back in your car and waste your time and drive home. And you did the exercise to get yourself into better fitness, but you used up a bunch of resources. You wasted your time, your gas, your money. Like you like to accomplish that one thing, you kind of sacrifice a little bit of everything else in your life. And if every time you accomplish one thing, you're sacrificing a whole bunch of other stuff, you can't get ahead. It's like taking one step forward and two steps back, you know? So what do? You try to figure out ways to do things that are multi-purpose, not multitasking. Multitasking is a different thing. Multitasking is like doing a whole bunch of different activities very poorly. No, this is doing one thing, but trying to choose the things you do and do them in ways where they apply to a whole bunch of different things and they accomplish a bunch of stuff at once. So, instead of driving to the gym, just strap on your shoes and run to the gym. And then when you get to the gym, you don't even have to go in the gym. So you didn't spend the gas, you didn't waste any time sitting on your butt in the car. And, oh, but Jaimie, driving is faster. Yeah, but if you're driving, you're wasting your time sitting on your butt. It doesn't matter if it takes 5 times longer for you to run there or walk there or whatever. You're not wasting your time doing that because you're getting some exercise and fresh air and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, you get to the gym. You don't even have to go in the gym, so you don't have to pay for that either because you just ran. And then you can run home or walk home, whatever skill level you're at. Maybe part way home, you'll stop at the park, do some chin-ups on a tree branch, do some push-ups, whatever, and then run the rest of the way home. That's an efficient use of your time because you didn't waste any resources. You didn't waste any of your time or money or gasoline. You accomplished the goal, which is to get some fitness. But also, you end up accomplishing a bunch of other things. You get to see the geography of where you live because you're traveling through it, not just driving past it. And because you're traveling through it, running through it, you end up meeting people. You see your neighbors instead of just driving past them. Now you see them. Hi, how you doing? And every day you go out running or walking or whatever you do, you'll see certain people, and that's your socialization. Plus, you're getting fresh air from outside, getting some sun. You end up accomplishing all this other stuff because you do it in a more efficient way. And now, instead of running to the gym, let's run to the grocery store and take a backpack with us. And then we, take a few dollars, and then you go into the grocery store, buy some stuff, and run home with like 20 pounds of groceries. Oh, but Jaimie, what about my bananas? They're going to get squashed in the backpack. Carry them in your hand, man. Oh, but Jaimie, I only go grocery shopping like once every 2 weeks. I can't run home with 200 pounds of groceries. Well, if you go running every day, you can go to the grocery store every day and get just a few things. And then you don't have to have old food. There, you accomplished another thing. You went grocery shopping at the same time as you got your fitness. And this when you start thinking like this, you can just start piling up the number of things you accomplish while doing any particular task just by choosing what to do and the way to do it. Now, when you start applying this to your life, I don't know, it's hard to explain because people don't understand. They think you have to go as fast as possible and that's why everyone's driving everywhere all the time. But like, driving is wasting your time, right? So people are doing all this stuff where they're going as fast as possible, but just wasting time so that they can save time to waste more time in front of a TV. I mean, there might as well just be some store where you can go in and be like, hey, could you waste 3 hours of my day? And they say, okay, that's going to be $64. $64? Oh, fine, I guess I gotta pay $64. And then you sit there and just waste 3 hours of your time. Like, that's how people are living their lives. So stop wasting your time by doing things in kind of the fastest way you can that ends up usually not even being any faster, and start doing things that have multi-purposes. Let me give you another example. So say you want to take your family out and have a nice dinner. So you round everyone up. Come on, kids, get your clothes on, get your hats. You get them all into the car, and then you're all wasting your time sitting in the car going to the thing. And then you get to the restaurant, and you gotta wait. And then you get to your table, and then you tell them what you want. And then you wait some more. And you're teaching your kids that you get food by sitting on your butt and waiting. That's how you get food. That's not how life works. You're teaching them terrible lessons. You're gonna get food that you don't know what's in it. You go to a restaurant, it's usually like full of sugar and bad oils, and it's usually not very good food. And then you go home and you say, oh, I had a wonderful time. You're exhausted and watch TV. Or instead of doing that, instead of wasting all this time and piles of money and gasoline and patience to get the one thing you're trying to get, which is dinner with your family, how about you go like this? You say, okay, let's accomplish a whole bunch of things at once. Hey, kids and wife or whatever you got. Hey, family, let's make pizza tonight. Or do you want to make something else? Kids are going to say, yeah, let's make pizza. And since you're making it yourself, you can choose the ingredients and choose how to do it. You can make it something healthy, right? Pretty much anything you cook at home is going to be more healthy than anything you get in a restaurant, unless you cook like a idiot or something. But generally speaking, if you're even trying to be mildly healthy, it's going to be way better than anything you get at a restaurant. So then you get your kids all involved, and you say, all right, you roll the dough, you cut the cheese, you're going to help me with the sauce, and you get everyone involved, and everyone's doing stuff. And now you're bonding with your family. You're connecting. You're active. You're doing stuff. You're not just sitting in some stupid car. Oh, when are we getting there, Dad? No, you're like doing stuff together. It's so much better. And you end up learning about each other and bonding. It's just bonding, right? And then your kids learn that the kitchen isn't just a place that you trash, that you make a mess of. No, it's a place that you respect and take care of. Now they understand how it works and why this is here and why that's there, and they start participating and actually taking care of your kitchen instead of just destroying it all the time, right? And they also understand that food comes from somewhere. It doesn't come from just you sit on your butt and wait and you get the food. No, you do stuff, then you get food, and you get all these benefits. You get good bonding time with your kids. You get better food. You don't spend all this extra money. You don't waste all this gas and wasted time. You get all these benefits just because you do something in a way where it accomplishes a bunch of goals all at once. Now, if you're a mathematician at all, if you look at this type of lifestyle, it's very obvious how quickly you'll get ahead of someone who's doing things one purpose at a time, meanwhile sacrificing so many other things to get that one purpose done. Because you take one step forward and 2 steps back, you're like in the same spot or even going backwards all the time. But if every time you do something, you just kind of plan your day and you're always accomplishing multiple things at a time, you'll just be knocking off all these things off a list of all these accomplishments you can do throughout the day, and you're going to get ahead. All right, I'm going to go get ahead and go do some stuff, and I hope everyone has an excellent day. I guess I got to upload this. All right, goodbye.